Chopper circuits basically are the circuits again designed around op amps. Basically, they are used to minimize or completely reduce the offsets to zero. There are different techniques actually in chopper circuits. How exactly they reduce the offset to zero? They don't actually reduce the offset to zero. They see to it that the offset voltages are not combined with the sensor measured signal. Now earlier, all of us know what is modulation. Modulation is basically a technique where the modulating signal or the information signal is put on the carrier, and carrier is usually a slightly higher frequency signal which carries the information or the modulating signal. And when the signal is demodulated, these DC levels can be taken care of, or these DC levels can be completely removed. And to reduce the DC offset, this modulation technique was followed earlier. Nowadays, actually, you have these auto zero or chopper circuits which are available in the IC form. So these ICs, once they are introduced into the signal conditioning network, they adjust this DC offset and drift issues to zero or nullify them. Completely, they nullify them. When these circuits were not available, these chopper circuits were designed to take care of the DC offset and the drift issues. Nowadays, you get low drift amplifiers or zero offset amplifiers because internally the auto zero adjustment is continuously on with the help of the signals which are known as standard signals, or even other than the standard signals, with the help of the regular DC power pack only. Once they are used into the circuit, this auto calibration or auto zero adjustment, these circuits are available and they do it internally. When those circuits were not available readily in the IC form, these chopper circuits were used. And one of the techniques which was used was the modulation technique. Modulation, usually the sinusoidal carrier onto which the information signal was put. Here the information signal is basically the sensor signal or output of the sensor which is put on the modulating signal or the simple sinusoidal carrier. And once the simple amplitude modulation takes place and the demodulated signal, you demodulate it in the next stage. The demodulated signal, the DC level is adjusted in such a way that the DC offset is reduced to completely zero and only the information signal, or in this case it is the signal from the sensor, is taken. That is used for further amplification. So to do this amplification, in some cases the clocks were used. There are several advantages of using the clock signal instead of sinusoidal signal. If you use sinusoidal signal, the two side bands, they have to be properly adjusted such that no over-modulation happens. So in the process, there is a possibility of getting some information lost along with reducing the DC offset. If you make use of the simple square waves for modulation, then some switch something like this was used. Here what is done is, there are two connections here. to the op amp. This is a simple op amp amplifier. For the input side, two connections are there. One, this indicates that it is from the input. The other one is grounded. This ground connection is basically used for reducing the offset to 0. So alternately, the switching mechanism switches between the ground and the AC signal. So once this AC signal is transmitted, once the 0 signal is transmitted. Now when 0 signal is transmitted, you know very well that it is a 0 reference. So this one potential point will be at 0. The other one, when the AC signal comes in, what happens here is this is a simple square wave switch circuit where this switches on and off between these two. Because of this, whatever is the charges due to the offset, they will be held here. And when this AC is connected, automatically the charges which were held due to the offset voltage, they will not be passed on to this. And here it makes use of the low pass and high pass circuits to pass the signals which are available here. When the low pass signal, the filter is used, this signal which is there, which is passed on to the next stage, eliminating the DC offset through this chopper circuit. Chopper is basically a two-way circuit which switches on between the two voltage levels. This chopper mechanism, either by making use of the amplitude modulation or by making use of the square waves, this is used in the next type of amplifier where auto zero amplifiers, or these are basically the ICs which are readily available, and when they are used in the circuit, they reduce the offset to 0 and also take care of the drift issues. So what exactly these auto zero amplifiers are? What is the working mechanism of them? Auto zero amplifiers basically have two amplifiers. One is the main amplifier used for amplification purpose, and you can see here very well it is connected in the open loop mode. And there is one more amplifier which is used for reducing the offset to 0, which is commonly called as nulling amplifier. Nulling is reducing to 0. Now here you can see there are two input lines. One is the positive, the other one is the inverted one. So when positive is connected to this positive, so it is basically in the open loop mode. So the concept of inverting, non-inverting with feedback doesn't come here. So positive as it is with a very high gain. Because it is in the open loop mode, the gains are going to be very, very high, which lead to saturation in op amp. So this as it is gets passed on to the output. And there is this inverted one which is connected to minus terminal. Now this is the main amplifier used for amplification of the signal whatever is available here. There is another one, nulling amplifier, which helps in reducing the offset to 0 with the help of these two pairs of switches, S1, S2, S3, S4. There are two capacitors used, CA and CB. These two capacitors are used to hold the charges equivalent to the offset which is there. So these two hold the potential equivalent to this offsets. We'll see how exactly the working. Here periodically offset is measured and subtracted from signal under measurement to achieve low drift. Now common mechanism is if you can't reduce the offset to 0, but still you don't want the effect of this offset in the output, what should be done? Simple mechanism is provide a negative feedback and add this negative voltage to the incoming signal, which is equal to the offset voltage, so that the offset voltage doesn't get amplified. This is one possibility. Another possibility is at the output end only. Subtract whatever signal you are getting, final signal, subtract the offset voltage from that. So either at the input end you take care of the offset, or at the output end you take care of the offset. So by doing this, you will be able to achieve the proper output, which is directly coming from the sensor, taking care of the offset voltage. We'll see the working of this in detail.